everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today I am just sharing some tips and tricks on how to get the best glueless wig install possible. This is 20 inches and it does come right underneath, you know, my bust. Not too long, not too short. I feel like this is the perfect everyday length. Bring out the inches when it gets a little less hot. When it gets a little cooler, like towards the fall, yeah, bring out the inches, but 20 inches in some Yaki straight hair is perfect for the summer. And y'all, they even custom colored this wig with some highlights. Any Yaki texture, whether it's light Yaki or a little, you know, coarser, it's always worked well for me in hot weather situations. So I definitely would recommend gravitating towards something on the coarser side, whether it's kinky or Yaki straight. That would be like the perfect straight texture to go for if you wanted something for the summer. If you're interested in this unit, I'll have it linked down below for you guys, but let's go ahead and jump into the video. So this unit did come from OMG Her Hair. This is their light Yaki with highlight unit. So they did custom highlight this wig. It is 20 inches long and it's about 180% in density. So this is a closure wig, but it's one of those larger closure wigs. So it's like an 8x6 type of thing. You have a 6-inch parting right here and you have about 8 inches of lace going across. So it's perfect for those who don't really want to wear lace frontals this summer. If you're going glueless and you want versatility with your styling, I highly recommend a 8x6 unit. You can be as versatile as you want to be with a wig like this. Now what's innovative about this wig is that it's not your typical dome cap, mesh wig cap. It is a specialized dome cap that is made to like form fit your head. I have some large braids up under here, but the cap fits super snug. It came with this elastic band thingy here. You're able to adjust this a lot more if needed. I take this string and I tuck it right underneath the wig just so that when I'm combing the hair, I don't snag the string. It already came pre-bleached. The hairline was plucked immaculately, I will say that. And it already came with pre-cut lace, and they did cut it in the zigzag pattern so that when you go to lay it, it kind of camouflages like that harsh line that you typically get if you cut straight across. So they did good with cutting the lace and not leaving too much lace. Now, although all the work was done for you as far as the knots being bleached, hairline pre-plucked, lace pre-cut, even though technically you are able to still take it out the box and put it on and go, there's a lot that still goes into making sure that the lace lays and blends into your skin as seamless as possible. It's the summertime. A lot of us are getting tans, so we have to do our due diligence and blend our lace. Even though it's fabric, you can still see it. The whole concept of wearing a lace wig is blending it to the point where it's not as obvious to the naked eye. So one of the first things I recommend is getting a blockhead, getting a wig blockhead. It doesn't have to be a corkscrew blockhead. It could be a styrofoam one, as long as it is your head size. And how you find your head size, you get a soft fabric measuring tape and you measure your circumference. Whatever that number is, that's typically the measure you're gonna go for when you get your blockhead. Knowing what your head size is, it's crucial because a lot of times these companies, they only make an average size cap wig. So if you know your head size, your head circumference, you know whether or not if a wig is going to fit you. And this is an average cap size, and my head size is a 22.5. So that's why I always keep a 22.5 size head around, so that when I go to styling the wig on the blockhead, I know how it's going to sit on my own head. I highly recommend getting pins. And the pins just help for the lace to lay while you're styling, while you're getting the hairs in place, you know. So, you know, grab a hot comb, grab you some wax or some spray so that you can go ahead and mold your hair, your part and all of that. And I like using these things together just so that I can see how the wig is going to look on my head. So be sure to have a blockhead, have some pins, have some fabric measuring tape, because sometimes you may want to add in your own elastic band. I like to use a headband. I get them from Amazon, and I like to lay it on top of the lace just so that it kind of forms to the blockheads. It kind of creates this little cuff so that it sits instead of flat. It molds to the shape of the blockhead, so it's already creating like this curvature. I hope I'm making sense. It's fabric, so it's going to mold when it's either, you know, heated up or if it's wet. I used to use mousse or spray water and then put like my melt band or my headband on top of the lace. I found that using heat from my hot comb helps to do the same thing, and I don't have to wait for the lace to actually dry. So that's another trick, just to help that lace lay a little bit better. Lace does matter. Although transparent is more durable, it takes a lot more work to blend in. HD lace 9 times out of 10 is gonna melt a lot better than transparent, but if you have skills, I'm pretty sure you can manipulate the lace however you see fit. HD lace is just so much better. I know when some people hear the term glueless, especially if you're new to wigs, you automatically assume that you don't have to use glue, so therefore you don't have to use anything to lay the lace. That's not always true. For me, glueless does not mean absolutely nothing at all. Glueless to me just lets me know that it's a closure or it's a cut frontal. It's just less lace. I consider glueless wigs to be closure wigs. That's just me. I know frontal wigs can be made glueless, but you still have to manipulate the lace some way, somehow to get it to melt, get it to blend. I started using 𝐒𝐴𝐵 mousse just to kind of soften the fabric a little bit, and then I'll go in with some bed head. I like to use a little spray just to create that hold. You want the lace to adhere to something. Granted, you don't always have to do this. It all depends on how you're wearing your wig as well. If you're doing like the pushback thing, I highly recommend figuring out a way to melt that lace. But if your wigs, like where your part is, if it comes down this way and you know you're not wearing it off of your face, then by all means you wear your wig how you want to. You don't have to spray anything. For me, I've been wearing my hairline pushback, so I do have to make sure that the lace is melted, it's adhered to something, even if I'm not using glue. And I prefer glueless because I'm able to take this off at night and go straight to bed. Just to help it blend in a little bit more, use some foundation or some lace tint just to get that lace down to a color that suits your skin. I know fair-skinned women don't typically have that issue when it comes down to lace, but I've been outside this summer. I've tanned a lot more than I've tanned before, so right now my lace, it definitely needs to be tinted a little bit, a little darker, just so that it's not obvious that it's a lace wig. We want it to look like skin. We want it to not be so obvious. So those are just some of the things I like to do when it comes down to preparing to install a wig that is ready to be installed. I still have a few more steps, and that just helps to blend a lot better. It helps to melt a lot better, and I hope that this helps. I am a wig enthusiast. I am not a professional in this at all. I just love hair. I love wigs. I love hair extensions. So I just thought that I'd put this video out and just let y'all know what you could do with your glueless wigs, just to get a better overall wear, a better install. And yeah, I'll have the link again to this wig down below in the description so that you guys can check it out. There'll be coupon codes and all of that. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.